Hi again. Okay, so how can I tell the difference between intuitive eating, or when I'm intuitive eating, and like if I'm dieting? And I realized that maybe intuitive eating and this whole group maybe seems like a whole other diet, but in principle, intuitive eating and dieting are like extreme opposites. Like you can't really get much farther than these two things. Um, they're not only opposites, but intuitive eating is actually the complete and absolute rejection of dieting. So they cannot go hand in hand, because if you're intuitive eating, then you just completely have rejected dieting. And if you're dieting, you're certainly not intuitive eating. So they do not go together. And intuitive eating cannot be successful, like I said in previous videos, until you have rejected that dieting. So you'll know you're intuitive eating when you have decided you have no faith or hope in another diet, you cannot and will not do another one. You'll know you're intuitive eating when you are honoring your hunger. So you are eating when you're hungry, you're fueling your body, you're allowing yourself to eat whenever you're hungry, not just because it's a certain time of day. Like I had lunch at 10:30 the other day. Dieting Christy, no way would she have let that happen. You should not be hungry until at least 11:30 or 12. Intuitive eating Christy, I'm hungry, so I had lunch. I mean, who cares what time of day it is? I mean, if you're hungry, you should fuel your body. If I would have waited till 11:30, I would have been so hungry that I would have just, all of my intuition would have gone out the window. I would have been willing to eat anything. So, you're allowing yourself to eat whenever you're hungry. You have made peace with food, and you've given yourself unconditional, no conditions, no judgment, permission to eat any food, and you stop looking at them as allowed and forbidden and good and bad. And you no longer have to be perfect. You don't have the, okay, I screwed up, so now I failed and I have to start over. No, setbacks are just a learning experience. So, like, the couple days that I overate leading up to this, yeah, they weren't ideal, but they certainly didn't mean I failed at intuitive eating, and they certainly didn't mean I had to start over. I was just getting back into it. I was learning from it, which I totally did learn from it, and I made adjustments. So, yeah. You'll know you're in the diet mentality still if you're not allowing yourself to have certain foods, if you're allowing yourself to have any food, but you're still judging yourself for it, or you have the voice in your brain that's like, you should not be eating that. Like, what are you doing? If you're counting calories, if you're following some set of rules like no eating after 9 or 7 or whatever, no carbs in the afternoon, 0 fat, only drink water, like those are all rules, those are all, anything that's a rule that you feel like you have to follow, and if you don't follow, you have broken that rule, then that's a dieting thing. If you're punishing yourself with extra exercise or by eating less the next time you eat, like if you eat more than makes you comfortable at lunch, so then you think, okay, I'm going to eat apple for dinner, even though that probably won't satisfy you. That's a dieting thing. And if you still believe in the back of your mind that a diet would get you to your goal weight faster, then that's still in the diet mentality too. So it's okay if you don't know how, or maybe don't believe that you could break free from the diet mentality right now, or that dieting is the only way you could ever get to your goal weight. If you still have those thoughts, that's fine. It is a hard thing to break free from. Like, you didn't develop this diet mentality overnight, and all we do is get bombarded with diets. They're the only thing that works. Well, the only telling us that those are the only thing that works are the freaking people that sell all the crap about dieting. So, yeah, don't beat yourself up, and it's okay if you're not there yet. If you still think you want to use them. So it's just a learning thing, though. Yeah, but that's how you can tell the difference. So, all right, I'm out.